Hey guys, it's me, Sleepy Wes, and welcome to the Fellas That Game podcast. I got my co-host here.
Oh shit, that's me.
Say your name, please.
I'm AO.
Epics, and Andy is playing.
Mandy.
Okay,
Yeah.
he
Okay,
is playing Apex.
this episode 2, we're talking about 1.17 for Minecraft. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Amethyst first. Uh, from what I know, is it spawns underground in underground ravines. Well, not in ravines, but just in general. We got a few different blocks here. Uh, we got the amethyst bud is what grows on the amethyst, the budding amethyst. Budding amethyst cannot be mined or pooled. There's no way to get it legally in game, other than glitches, of course. Block of amethyst is what can be crafted with amethyst, and then the amethyst cluster is the final stage of the amethyst bud, which means it can be harvested. Thoughts, boys?
So it's
Also, the
just like
yeah, you go.
so it's just like a new quote unquote ore that just have like different forms, I guess.
It's not really an ore. It's like a how do I say? It's like
Material.
a plant.
Well,
So
like,
What?
basically, the buds can form on the budding amethyst block. You don't need to place a bud for it. Just it's not like a wheat. You don't you place seeds. You have to like actually place the seeds for it to grow. It's not like that. You can just let it sit there naturally. So that's how all the automatic farms work. You don't actually have to like replace it. It grows naturally back. So
and from what I can tell is that it can go on all six sides. So if
yeah.
you expose like somehow I don't know move it I don't know uh you can probably get a pretty solid farm, but I don't know how you would do that without destroying other budding amethyst. So um
Well, they're like so if you think of it as a sphere, right? They're like certain points on a sphere. It's not like the entire thing. So if you
yeah,
clear the rest of the area, you'll have like just blocks of floating buds or the bud blocks. So yeah. Also before they were super common, now they're supposed to be like less common because there's like just too many. Like
calcite
they're supposed to be like
oh,
rare like dungeons or something, but like you'd find them like as common as like a dirt vein or something.
calcite uh it's just another block that comes with amethyst. I think it's just a white stone, should be cool for building, like maybe you could use it with marble to get some cool effects. Maybe going for that more smoky feel. I don't know. What can you build with this? Uh,
Well, that'd be like it's sort of like a smoother diorite.
yeah,
If you compare the
it
Oh
two,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it
I
doesn't
it
can
look
see
as
look
that.
it
smoky.
yeah, it's a smoother diorite. Actually like looks better.
Yeah.
So
Can you mine direct with wood pickaxe?
yeah,
No.
any pickaxe.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's
It's like
just
stone.
it's the same
It would be.
basically
interesting.
toughness.
Yep.
These are
That would be a nice building block, actually. I
and
think
I mean anything can be if you're skilled
forewarning for
enough.
people who's playing
that's true,
1.17 in the
but I'm
future.
not.
Uh, budding amethyst looks almost identical to block of amethyst, and there's normal block of amethyst. Wait, isn't there like normal blocks of amethyst inside of an amethyst thing, or is there not?
So there's the block of amethyst and then there's the budding amethyst.
Yeah, but
So
like, do normal block of amethyst spawn in like the spheres?
no, you can't like compress. It's not like a storage block. You can't compress
No,
amethyst
that's not what I mean.
into
I mean
okay.
like the naturally spawning thing. Does it have block of amethyst in it already, or do they not spawn in
Yeah,
there?
they spawn. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there's like you can tell with an X because there's an X on it. Just forewarning.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should like look at the
candles.
small changes in the textures.
Candles I think are gonna be cool. Uh, new light
Oh, yeah, you can
source.
place them on cakes, but you can't place them on like you can only place one, I think, or you can't light them on the cake. So
Yeah, you can place multiple candles, up to four. You can dye them. Again, really cool for building. Like you can do some pretty spooky stuff with this. Like dye.
Well, they made changes so that basically, what's gonna happen is that you're not gonna let it be able to float like before. They really don't want you to do that for some reason. So all those like Harry Potter style builds. So like, I don't want to say they don't want that, but like that's not the direction they're going for.
I think you could do like a pretty cool like vampire castle build or something like that, like Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Hold on. Yeah.
they can be waterlogged though, and they can be used in a bowl as well. That should be cool. On a cake.
Uh huh.
Um,
I'm gonna send you something so you can see it later.
yeah.
It's about the amethyst stuff. Don't worry.
Copper blocks. This is actually going to be pretty cool. So basically, there's gonna be there's gonna be copper ore underground. Basically, same rarity as iron. Um, I think it will be this. You have to have the same tools to mine it as iron. I think it might have the same smelting time as iron. Just basically, ore-wise, think of iron. Now the
Iron
copper
2.
blocks. So these are pretty cool. Um, they have that cool copper look, but
They also
the main attraction is the oxidizing, which I think will actually lead to a currency or a rarity value. Because I'm pretty sure once you break them, they don't deoxidize.
So let me add to that. When you break them, they don't deoxidize, but of course, when you place it back, it'll start doing it again. So what you want to do is like surround it with I think it's honeycombs, and you can actually preserve the state. So like for any of the forms,
No, I mean like,
like which
but
is why you have the
it takes
like
a
the
long,
longest
it takes a long
in-game
time.
name is I think it's waxed lightly weathered cut copper stairs. So that's why it's so long because you also have to have like the other uh the oxidizing state, the waxed and it's cut and it's stairs, so all that.
Well, I meant more like it takes a long time to oxidize. So I mean like it'll have value, like a fully
Yeah.
oxidized thing. It's like 120 days in game, which is what like all that's like 12 hours I think, or longer. That chunk has to be loaded. So a few things you can make out of copper. There's of course the cut copper. You cannot make normal stuff out of copper blocks, but with the cut copper you can make all the basic building stuff like uh, stairs, slabs, whatnot. You cannot make doors. But if you wax again, yeah, if you wax something, I think you only need one honeycomb. That's what it looks like. That it retains the state that it comes in. So that's pretty cool. Again, I think this would be really cool for SMPs. Uh, they might take on the value of like netherite and diamonds, fully aged ones.
I wouldn't say
It's gonna
that.
be that rare? No.
I
Well,
hold on.
Well,
Hold on. Let's discuss about this.
just the amount of
So
time that it takes to get that
that's
fully
true.
oxidized, and
Okay.
I think they're rarer
So
than iron too. So copper is.
okay, but then what is
so
it
you
used
said
for?
so copper and iron do have similar hardness, I'm pretty sure, because it takes the same amount of time for them to break. So yeah, because I tried to do it with like a wooden pickaxe, it took forever, like normal. I did it with stone. I didn't actually break it. I just like tapped it for a bit. So copper and iron are like similar in durability and stuff. They should be the same. The like blast resistance also.
Yeah.
And don't forget the amethyst blocks. They have like musical sounds.
Oh,
So
What?
when you break them, step on them, like place blocks on them, or even place them, it makes like a musical note. It's really nice. And I wonder if like placing them under or placing them under a note block will give you like a new tone or something like that. I think that'd be cool.
Still on with copper, the lightning rod. I think this is cool. Uh, no more lightning burning down your wooden builds. Of course. Um, I think it would just look cool in builds in general. I can see people using a ton of these to make something look cool, like the same like thing that people use like in rods and stuff. Uh,
Oh yeah,
uncommon
also for mop for lightning farms. So like, if you want to get charged creepers or like, just lightning,
mob heads,
that's
Wait,
yeah.
a
so
new use for it.
Uh,
So like if you
so
want to make a charged creeper farm, you can have a bunch of lightning rods. Let it
so it
rain,
attracts
hopefully. So
lightning, just like
yeah, it attracts
that.
lightning. Also, what I'm noticing is that there's, when you like find it in the caves, there's stone, and then there's the tuff, the calcite, and then the amethyst blocks. So it's like sort of a layer in, and then of course there's like the empty space inside with the budding amethyst and the buds.
now back to the lightning rod. Okay. Uh, we apparently striking it produces a redstone signal. So I think that it could be used in redstone. I don't know what for. Uh, I don't know. People are kind of crazy with redstone. So, but however, side note: channeling enchanted tridents do not create a redstone signal. So
That's fair.
yeah,
Also, with the redstone thing, maybe it could be used for like randomizers or something.
probably
It's really weird, but the
R
concept is like
RNG
it tries to
manipulation.
create like the weirdest redstone like timings that are like so weird that you can't predict them. So it'll be like just like redstone randomizers, so maybe lightning could also add to that. That'd be interesting to see.
Dripstone block, new type of stone. It spawns in one of the cave biomes. The dripstone caves where the like stalactites and stuff are. Looks cool. It's just stone. So, uh, pointed dripstone. This is the one that hangs from the ceiling. Actually, I think it's both. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's yeah. Um, so you can use spikes. We can do spike pits now, which is kind of cool. Honestly, we can do moats. Uh, and also the top one means infinite lava now. Uh, and
yep.
if you set up a pretty basic redstone thing, you can get some pretty cool effects. Um,
Oh, this is strange. I found like a double cluster.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like flying around. So the geodes, the amethyst geodes are still pretty like common. Maybe they're going to make them rare or not. Maybe this is how rare they want them. But like I found two that like spawned like I think inside of each other, but like one of them started like eating up the other, so there's just like more empty space really.
also,
Huh?
It's hard to
mob
visualize.
farms are more efficient now, because of them decreasing fall damage. I mean, increasing fall damage.
Oh
So
yeah.
you can make them a lot more compact. Uh, Enderman farms will no longer be 40 blocks high. It's full damage times 4 minus 3. So what is that? Like a 8
Yeah, it
block
increases
tall
the
lava
fall
farm?
damage by
That would make everything a lot
it
easier.
increases it 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Powders.
it's really cool.
No. Quicksand snow. Kind of cool. You can pick it up in a bucket. This is from cauldrons and snowy biomes. I wonder if you could like somehow do that with a dripstone. I don't know. I don't think so, but and you get freezing damage. So skulk sensor. This is pretty big. Uh, wireless redstone. Guys,
Yeah.
Yep.
I can't be the only one talking here.
Okay, well like I think the wireless redstone, like just the concept of that, you can sort of have it already if you use like certain game mechanics, but even then, skull sensors are going to be completely different from that. It's going to be like true wireless redstone. And I think that's going to be amazing. It'll make a lot of things better.
When you say
Like other people
wireless
have said,
like
it'll be good for traps and stuff. Like if you want to have like skulk sensors around your base, and then just have like a have it activate like a lava mode or something, that'd be cool. I mean, of course you could do more than that, but
What are you asking, Ayo?
uh so like how would you connect one thing if it's gonna be wireless? How would you connect
I
one
think
to
it
the
goes in
other?
a certain direction.
it connects through sound.
Yeah.
Sound?
It's like a new game mechanic. It basically sends out like a wave that's visualized by the game knows if there's two within range. So of course if there's not two within range, it won't really like bother at all. But if there are, it'll like send the signal to the other one. Of course there's a delay because that's how real life works. So
That still sounds cool though. That's gonna make like a lot of new stuff, like you said.
yeah, it'll allow for like a bunch of things. You can maybe even trying to like think this is gonna be cool. So you can like of course muffle it with wool, like the occlusion, I think that's what it's called. So you can completely block off where it detects sound from by like just placing wool by it. And also there's certain noises or like sounds that won't be heard from it, but and then there's also certain sounds that are still going to be heard. I'm not sure what those are, but yeah,
I
this
don't
is going
know.
to be really cool.
I think I think there's gonna be a lot of opportunities for cool stuff. I think it will make redstone a lot more complicated, but also a lot cooler. So, because think about what they could do before. Like now that they have Warcraft to do, I don't know. Tinted glass that doesn't let in light. That's kind of cool. I don't know.
That doesn't what in light?
It
It
doesn't let.
doesn't let light through.
Yeah,
Oh. Uh
which means mob farms. You can just make mob farms glass so you can see through them. Um, which should make it a lot easier. Uh,
yeah, because then the sunlight can't like burn them alive.
well, you can see if there's like anything broken, or also you can just kind of see it, which is kind of cool. So
Yes, you can have like a way to see your farm. Like you can have access to your spawner, but not actually like have to create a weird thing. Like you don't have to create a like awkward side tunnel. Like to get there you can just like place a tinted glass roof over it, and then you can like watch it from above, make sure everything's fine.
Yeah, that's also what I was thinking.
I'm liking it
I
so
think that's the
far.
main use of it. I can't really think of anything else other than just cool. But I think that's what there's a lot of this update.
Yeah.
Tough. That's just more stone. It's the stuff. Is it in the middle or on like all? Uh, is it the third layer or the
It's
second?
it's the first layer.
Oh,
The calcite is the second layer, and then of course the amethyst is the final layer.
okay. Well, I think this one doesn't look as good as calcite, but size it's probably still gonna see use. Uh,
Yeah, of course. New blocks are always gonna see usage somewhere. Even
except
if it's like, in a joking way that's like, oh, this block is so bad, I'm gonna make a house only with it.
yeah,
What?
So I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it could be like that.
new items.
But yeah, I think it actually looks nice and has potential for a building.
It does.
Oh, by
Yeah,
the
it's
way,
good to see.
amethyst can be used with fortune, which is kind of weird because then it
Oh,
What can be
because
grows,
it's
used
but
with fortune?
pollen.
amethyst. Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. It's kind of weird because it grows, but also it uses fortune is like weird. Book of axolotl. We'll look at the axolotl later. Bundles is a great addition. Um, it declares inventories basically. Um, you can hold up like smaller stacks, like for example, if you have one dirt block, one grass block, and one like seeds or something, you can all put it in the same bundle up to one stack, which is of course 64. So, what's your thoughts, boys?
I think it's pretty cool, honestly. This update is looking pretty good so far. With all the new stuff that's coming, it's gonna change. It's gonna change the game, even with like the little stuff.
I think bundles could be pretty big.
Okay, so you're talking about bundles, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
what I'm thinking is that it's more inventory management, but not in a bad way. So like now a lot of the gameplay is just like looking through your shulker boxes and stuff. I don't think I really hope that bundles aren't just like another variation of that. I kind of hope it's like, okay, you can just like store junk items in here, or like you
That's what it
can't complete a
is.
stack. Oh, you can. Yeah, I'm saying I'm hoping it isn't just like more sorting around through things, and they can like actually be better than that. So
Makes sense.
Also, it can be made with string and rabbit hide, which is a bit weird, but I
yeah,
don't
that's
know why it can't be made
strange.
with the leather. Uh,
I feel like there's already enough
Has
recipes with
rabbit hide
leather
ever been
though.
used with anything?
but yeah, but
Four
rabbit
rabbit
hide,
hide is one leather, so
yeah, but
Oh,
rabbits
okay.
are like rabbits are kind of hard to find,
yeah, they're really hard to farm since they're like hard
and
to
they're
farm.
annoying too. So I
Ish.
guess bundles are
Aren't they
gonna
like
be.
in deserts for
Honestly,
some
if you think
reason?
about it, they're kind of rarer than shulkers.
I mean, even
Exactly.
then, if you do like spawn
Like,
by a
ish.
biome that does spawn rabbits, you can get it earlier than shulkers. Of course, with shulkers, you have to at least go to the end.
And yeah.
Yeah, but once you get to the end, you
Yeah.
kind of get as many shulkers as you really want. Whereas
That's
rabbit
true.
hide, it's for 6 rabbit hide per, and that's 6 annoying chases per. Whereas you could just walk around in the end to and find a few shulkers.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But even then, shulkers are still gonna be like far better than bundles. So
Spyglass. This is kind of cool for the. I like it for the animation, and it's just a novelty thing. But
I like the concept. I
yeah,
just really wish you could put it in like a slot or something. Like I'm offhand it's cool, but like even then, like I if it's like just gonna be a zoom key or something, I'd like it to like occupy an armor slot or something like that.
basically
Sounds
it's
strange.
Optifine Zoom with
Yeah.
a black thing around it.
Yep,
But
pretty much. And it has like a little glass thing. I like the glass texture.
it's one of the
It's like
novelty things that they added, so it's fine.
yeah, I like it.
Axolotl! Yay!
Yo,
I don't know where they.
What?
I don't know where Warden is. Did they have They didn't put Warden.
the
So
warden.
yeah.
Yeah, the warden isn't out yet. Not in the
Is he
latest
coming?
snapshots.
Well, I mean,
I don't think we have a
and
way
there's
of
mountain
knowing when it's
goats.
coming out.
Can't forget those. There's actually a few things that they missed on here. I guess we'll talk about those at the end of this segment.
Well, yeah, of course, there's all the features that they announced and all the features that they actually put in the game. They're not always gonna.
Axolotls. You can find them in caves, right?
Yeah, in the those underwater cave things,
Yeah.
and they attack guardians, which is cool.
Um, you can put them in a bucket to carry them around. You can stack like as many as you want. They attack. Do they only attack guardians? I think they attack other mobs too underwater.
No, they attack guardians. That's really it. And of course, if you like tame one, and then you punch like a mob, of course it'll attack. It's like underwater. It's like water dogs or something.
Yeah,
Water dog, dog with the water.
and also they're kind of hard to kill. No, it says attacks drowned guardians, squid, and fish. So,
Okay, I wasn't sure.
uh, amethyst geostrips in the case. It seems like
So I
that's all
heard
they
there's
have
like
on the.
5 variants of axolotl, but only 4 will naturally spawn or something, or one of them super rare.
Yeah.
Because from what I'm seeing, I'm only like looking at 4 at most.
Is 1.17 out?
No, it's not out. No, it's coming out next year or this year or sometime. But it's like if they don't even have the warden out yet, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna release it anytime soon. And they still, of course, have all the biomes to work out.
So,
Uh,
Basically, the two other biomes are the tropical caves. They have just plant. There should be more. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
here.
they have those
Yeah.
like glow berries, right?
Oh yeah, clay pots, clay pots. So basically, there's gonna be randomly spawning generation of dig sites. They have a tool where you can like brush off certain blocks, and you can find these shards. Well, you can also find like diamond blocks too, but who cares about that?
Yeah, who cares?
And at those sites, you
Diamonds?
can put them
Give
on
me that.
clay pots. And well, that's basically it.
I think the concept is like interesting
I don't
to
know.
say the least.
It's
It's
more.
weird.
It's just novelty. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Azalea
not like
leaves, shrubs,
I don't
roots.
want to say it doesn't feel Minecrafty, but I feel like it's a I don't want to say it's not that out of place, but I just still feel like it feels weird to me. That's all I can say really.
Got some new blocks, leaves, some shrubs, roots, more building stuff. Hanging roots should be cool. I see that being used a lot. Um, vines, new vines,
Yo,
spore,
new vines dropped.
spore blossom. It's gonna be kind of cool because I think it like spawns like glowing things in the air.
Oh yeah.
In the
Drip
air?
leaves. These you can use this for platforming.
Yeah, the drip leaves. Those are gonna be
Kind of
cool.
like Mario.
Are they like vines? Or are
So
they
basically, it's like a tall plant. Like the top of it you can stand on, but after a little bit, it like starts to.
It's supposed to drip.
It basically after you stand on it too long, you fall through it.
It's like the
So it
Mario
can be used
block.
for like parkour and stuff like that.
It's like the
Cool
yellow
parkour
Mario block.
maps. Sort of, yeah.
Well, let's make the Mario donut thing. Jog. Thank you. Thank you. Come to my
what?
TikTok. Moss blocks. This is
What?
just. It looks like grass, but on all sides covered. Uh, it's cool. Moss carpet. Carpet with moss. Skulk
So it's
block.
basically a greener carpet. It's dark green carpet.
Swamp house. Imagine someone actually made a swamp house out of this small stuff.
Skulk
That'd be
block. It's
interesting.
just black.
What?
Skull trap. More redstone stuff. More redstone stuff. More redstone stuff. It all does different things in like the sound. Dark stone. This is a really cool stone. I think honestly. Uh, Spawns in the deep dark. Another one of the new biomes. Uh,
Yeah, it's not out yet because
I
those
see myself
biomes aren't
using
out yet.
this honestly. It's probably the best looking stone that we've seen so far. Brush. That's the stuff that you find in the dig sites. Glow squids. Oh,
Glow squids.
Nice.
flower
I love how
stuff.
every year we're going to be like, oh, this is the best mob, and then like 2 minutes after we're gonna be like, we're doing this to ourselves. We're gonna keep falling for the same patterns.
They there's literally
Bees. Bees
they
are the
literally
best
are
mobs,
just
guys.
squids that glow.
But yeah,
Yeah.
People are like they're gonna hypnotize people. Nope, they just glow. Warden. This
Do
is
they
now this.
drop anything or
I think this is
like
just now
different?
the strongest mob in the game, other than bosses, of course.
I mean,
They do the most
if you
damage.
can trap it like under the bedrock well at the end, then yeah, it's not gonna be as strong. But like, if you can't like actually trap it in like an easy way, then of course it's gonna be like, I'd say harder than the Wither, because the Wither you can just trap under the well, boom. The Ender Dragon, sure, it's like not really that fun, but like you can't trap it in like a box or something. Like the dragon fight requires some amount of skill. So I'm hoping that this like mob requires skill to fight also, because yeah,
Full,
that'll be boring if you could just
it's
trap it
fully
in a
blind,
box.
relies on noise. You can redirect it apparently with arrows and whatnot. Uh, Move sword movement. Uh, I think it does more. I think it has the highest damage value in the game. Uh, like more than Inner Dragon and Wither. Uh,
I'm not sure.
it's attracted by people, I think, taking skulk stuff, if I remember correctly.
Also, sound. So if you throw a snowball and it lands and it hits a certain block, it'll head towards that block.
No, I
It
mean like in the
detects
first
sound.
place. I think it first spawns because you're taking skulk stuff.
Yeah, we're not exactly too sure how it'll work. I hope it's like a fun, challenging fight, but it's
So
not like
basically,
give
it
your
just
brother the controller fight. It's like you can actually like play.
yeah, it does 30 damage. So
Oh,
it'll take a guy in full netherite to 7. So
What? Huh?
yeah,
netherite 2? Stronger netherite?
uh,
I mean, I really hope they don't just make more armor to combat that. Feel like, okay, you
No,
take
that'd be
no
dumb.
damage ever. Yeah, of course they want like
yeah,
a challenge.
lush caves. Uh, those are the ones with all the trees in them. Looks cool. Lush
Yeah.
caves, just big. Basically, they're doing more advanced gauges, just in general. I think they're raising water levels. Oh yeah, they're making bigger mountains now. And they should have mountain goats too, which occasionally ram people apparently. So
They also ram passive mobs or sheep, cows, pigs, stuff like that. Whatever spawns in the mountains. Not even sure.
well, I think that's that for that segment. It's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, okay. Let's how would you rank all this stuff? Like
What do you mean?
from let's not say worst isn't bad, but
What's your favorite
from
thing from
the
this update?
okay to the better. Let's say that because I don't think there's anything in this update objectively bad at all.
What's your
It's just
favorite part?
some
What's your
things are
favorite
better
part of
than
the
others.
update?
I'd say I'd say the new biomes. Could be more stuff to explore. That'll always be fun.
Ayo.
One of the cooler things, in my opinion, was definitely the tinted glass. That's gonna lead to a lot of new stuff, like we previously said.
My personal favorite is the axolotls, but that's just me.
That's a yeah, new cute mob. That's good.
Ayo, you had some stuff to talk about.
Yep. So recently, Nintendo released two, announced two new things, and one of them was new Pokemon Snap, which is basically like a remake of the N64 Pokemon Snap on I don't even 64. And basically, you just explore different biomes and just take pictures of Pokemon. It sounds dumb, and I don't know if it is, but
I mean,
if you saw the
Pokemon Go
trailer, it
sounded
looks.
dumb, and people still play it. So
Yeah, you can take pictures of like sexy slow bro. Wait, not slow bro. I don't even know slacking. There we go, slacking.
let's
Yeah,
go.
and there's like the environment's really nice from what I saw in the trailer and the different Pokemon that inhabit it, and it's really nice.
Huh.
It's gonna be really cool. And were pre-orders are today. They came out today. I
Oh,
wonder how
that's
many
cool.
people are gonna be getting that. And the other thing, Super Mario 3D World ported to the Switch with Bowser's Fury. And with the new announcement of what's coming in Bowser's Fury, people are very excited because of very big. I'm not gonna. Okay, that's dumb. Super Saiyan Cat Mario. That's cool. And
Whoa.
basically, Bowser's Fury is kind of like I kind of want to just say it's like Breath of the Wild, but just the plateau. It's
Oh,
kind of like an open world environment, but taking after some of its previous 3D world mechanics, like the collecting of shine bells. I think that's what they were called. Yeah, they're pretty much scattered across the place, and you gotta collect them and then beat up Bowser. And
I was gonna say
something
so
that
it's like Lego Star Wars, but no, I'm not gonna do it like that. I mean, this
Lego
games are
Star Wars
iconic.
is
Don't get
kind
me
of
wrong,
good.
but it's kind of just. I mean, yeah, they're iconic, but it's just walking around an area,
I
killing
won't even lie. I have hundreds
robots
of
and
hours
stuff.
in the Lego Star Wars games
Oh,
from
and
when I was a
something
kid.
important to add.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Uh, every enemy is a cat, kind of.
Oh.
There's a piranha plant cat. Believe it or not, it's a piranha plant with cat ears, and it's
Cat massacre.
hilarious. Um,
That's gonna be an interesting game.
Yeah.
yeah, and Bowser actually looks intimidating. He
Oh.
looks he breathes big fire,
Big
and
fire.
he's yeah, and also Bowser Jr. is like quote unquote he's like your companion, which I found confusing because usually he's your enemy in the games. And yeah, it's kind of just like an open world Mario 3D kind of adventure. It's a good expansion pack considering it's a port, and I think it's gonna sell really well, along with Pokemon Snap.
Okay.
Good. Uh, Speaking of
There wasn't anything
Pokemon,
else.
uh,
Okay.
That's at
I
least what I
think
remember.
isn't the second expansion coming out soon? Like relatively for Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Oh, those are already out, both of them.
Really?
Yeah,
I did not. When did the second one come out?
I think like November. I want to say.
No way.
I still haven't finished it.
I want to say something. I've been like exploring in a Minecraft world, so like going back to the 1.17 thing. I'm finding more copper than like even coal. Like not in the same sizes, of course, but like I'm just finding more spots where it can be. So
Oh,
like
well,
I've been exploring around for a bit. I'm seeing more copper
I
than like
assumed
the
it
other
would be
ores.
rare, but I guess not.
Yeah, I don't think so because
Yeah.
I found like a lot of it.
And if
Maybe
I
I'm getting lucky. I don't know.
speaking of gameplay, our background gameplay to me today is some Mortal Kombat 11, so we're gonna get demonetized.
Let's go.
Let's go. I had to put an
Are
age.
we like ever making money off of this at all?
No.
Like ever?
I had to put
today's podcast is sponsored by AFK Arena. AFK.
I had to put an age rating
No.
on this podcast because it simply because of the gameplay. uh,
Yikes.
Yikes.
It's like if we ever do get monetized, they're gonna like go for this video first, or they're gonna go for this first.
Oh,
Nice. Hmm?
what do you guys think of uh Battlefront 2 being free? I'm kind of hyped. It should
Yeah,
it
Tank
should
go boom.
make the community a bit
everyone's
more
gonna be
active.
bad now. I'm just kidding. I actually don't have enough space on my laptop to download
I don't know.
it.
It's probably
I
it
ran out of
doesn't this
space.
doesn't really apply to you guys more than it does Andy, but Andy again has decided
Oh
to
yeah,
get
Andy is a fan of the not Battlefront, Battlefield series. I'm pretty sure. And I saw a bit of gameplay of Battlefront. Not I keep saying
by the way,
Battlefield 4.
I also
Pretty
downloaded
good.
this great mod for it. And it's, the modding for that game is pretty great. So,
Sounds
any
interesting.
viewers at home, uh, I think there's like a Wolf video. His name is like Wolf, but the end is it's spelled like wolf, but with an e at the end. um, uh, he should
Okay.
it's a video on how to mod the game. Uh, so yeah. Uh, I don't honestly. What do we want to talk about right now?
I'm not sure.
I
Okay.
thought this would I thought those 2 segments
Oh, okay.
would from what Ayo said. I thought he would have like a good like
Yeah,
20 minutes of
there's not
stuff to
really
talk.
much to talk about because I
That's
mean
what
they did make some changes, and that's kind of it.
uh
There's still not more. It's still early in the year.
hmm.
Okay. Um, I have an idea.
Well, I guess I could talk.
So,
Oh wait, I'm listening.
okay. So what? So the 1.17, all the snapshots and stuff coming out.
Yeah.
What's something that you would want to see? Like something that could maybe try to fit into the current theme for the game, but of course they haven't actually like said anything about, or don't just say like what am I gonna say? Don't say something dumb like ooh I don't know. Don't be like dumb. Like, something that could actually try to fit into the theme of 1.17, but like
I
I'm not sure how to word
honestly,
it.
I would like to see,
Like your own change, I should say. Yeah, your own change. What would you add or remove
I
from
would like to see
all the
more
stuff?
bosses. Because I guess there is stuff to do in the game, but like I know there's not supposed to be a story, but like I mean like big things to do, like like where you can prepare for like a boss or something. Because
Yeah, I get that
there's
cuz
Yeah, that
currently
makes
only
sense.
the Ender Dragon, so
yeah, the whether you can just trap it under a box or like you could just trap it under like obsidian or something
and the
or
Wither's not really
bedrock.
the Wither's more of a mini boss. It's not really like
Yeah.
it doesn't feel that hard, you know. So
Yeah, it really doesn't.
What if every biome or like some specific biomes had like bosses specific to that place?
yeah, I think it would be cool to
So
see if
like you could just like randomly come across it.
every biome
So,
had
hold
like
on.
a dungeon
Let's
in it where you can fight
I want to add to
enemies.
that. So maybe not like every biome type has the possibility. So not like every new biome you're gonna like have to fight something, of course, but like
Yeah,
each biome could have like its own boss or something.
Yeah.
And so like of course you're not gonna make you're not gonna make like a flying ninja dragon for the normal forest, and then for the birch forest you're gonna make like Obama or something. You're gonna like make like the different kinds of like you're not gonna make a boss for each like each individual biome.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
all the forest type biomes will have their own. The desert type, so like I want to say like maybe even like more broad like through temperature. So like the savanna, desert, and mesa could have like their own kind and maybe like a slight variation of it. And then like the lush biomes like the mushroom biomes in the jungle could have like maybe those two are they're like distinct enough to have their own things, but like
yeah,
temperature wise they're really similar.
I see what you're saying.
They both have the less lush grass.
I
And
think
then you could also have like an ocean thing, which I guess those are the guardians.
I think for people
So
who do
yeah,
like I think like I think the game is really fun when you're playing multiplayer, but single player wise, unless you're constantly doing tasks, I don't think it's that fun.
honestly,
Like the game, you have to
yeah.
give yourself something to do other than the game, like having something cool that you can do. So
Yeah, you kind of have
Yeah,
to like give yourself your own things to do to keep yourself busy because then you just lose interest. Like, oh, get all the
because like
diamonds.
for
Like,
me,
okay.
yeah, like for example, me, like I'm not good at like being creative, so I kind of just find things that are already set for me to do and follow out those texts. And I feel like some players also need that kind of guidance or
yeah,
whatnot.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna say you're bad at
Not everyone's
Minecraft, but
gonna be
like,
making flying machines out of wireless redstone.
yeah, exactly. Not like not everyone is. People have different ways of showing their creativity, I guess. So like, not everyone's gonna be like a master builder, or is gonna be like the best at like
You are the
combat.
chosen one.
Yeah, not everyone's the chosen one. Come on.
Daddy's back.
Like, where's the fun in that? So, it's like I notice for a lot of like new players, they often struggle not because they're bad, but because they kind of just don't know where to look for help or advice. So, like, it's not because they're bad at the game, it's just they genuinely don't know where to start looking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So, like,
agreed.
I knew about the Minecraft wiki. Of course, Minecraft YouTubers. Like, of course, people are gonna know them, but they're not really gonna be like, oh, this is like something I could apply to my game. Like, this guy does this. Why don't I try that differently for a little bit? Or this guy doesn't do this. Why shouldn't I do that? Or why do I want to do that? When he said it's literally the worst thing in the game. He explains it and I'm like, okay, maybe replacing your mushroom biome with grass is the worst thing to do in the game, but it can fill in the time or something. You know?
yeah,
Like certain play styles. People like some people refuse to play past 1.8.9. I think they're just dumb, but like I can't really judge them at all because they like the old PvP combat style. I get it. I don't really mind the new one, but maybe because I never really tried combat like that. I mean, of course I spam click,
I just want
but
to broaden the game's like enjoyment.
Yeah.
basically. Because you know what, I personally I like doing stuff. I like automating stuff. But people who don't enjoy doing that and like fighting things that are a challenge, there's not much to do in Minecraft for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like go on multiplayer servers, and even then, like hackers are a nuisance. Like, people are just. I don't want to say,
You
oh,
can
people
always
are
get
mean. Don't play
mods,
on
but
servers, but like, people don't always have the same experiences. Like, whenever I go on a big server, I always find hackers. Like, I can't play a single game without just one. Like, I can't find peace in big multiplayer servers like Hypixel. Sure, they're fun, but like, I don't ever really enjoy them as much as I think I should be. So, I'm gonna
That
do
makes
something real
yeah.
quick.
and also I think there needs to be an update for the generated structures. They look pretty bad right now.
They kind of do, but
What are you gonna do?
Uh,
Just tell RNG to be better.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, just code the game yourself. Come on.
I don't know. Maybe I
The
will.
problem, okay, what kind of annoys me about that is people are like, "Oh, people can make or yeah, people can make all these mods within like days. Why don't you just why doesn't the update come out yesterday?" But the thing is that at Mojang, they're like making new they're just making they're like actually adding new things to the game. It's not like they're like actually creating like the foundation for what all the modders use. The modders like have everything given to them, right? Like they have all the
Mhm.
models they can around with. Like you can mess with the player model, so like their arms and legs and whatever are messed up, and just mess around with that. But at Mojang, Microsoft, whoever, they have to actually create that. It's not like they're just given something. They're like, okay, I'm gonna change one color, and this is my new mod. So yeah, I'll continue on that later. I have to quickly do something.
And also, me continuing on that
Yeah.
topic. What's
The,
called
the scorpion gets his. Oh my god, that's brutal.
Oh, no, I saw that.
Yeah. Sorry. Keep on going.
Continue.
Oh yeah. As I was saying before that, I mean, as I was going to say, they literally have to write even more code. Like modders, they usually have to like change some things that are already written or like write like I don't know a day's worth of code, but
Yeah.
sometimes like it takes them months to actually code things, even with the big group that they have,
Most
and yet
modders
there's still gonna
are
be bugs.
just modelers. They're not actual scripters. What they do is they take assets in the game and they just they can make models perfectly fine, but they just reuse assets in the game in different ways. Um, like for example,
Yeah,
Battlefield
which is
2.
Yeah,
I have not actually most heroes are just reskins. They don't have their own abilities, so to speak. Uh, it's a lot easier to do that
yeah.
because scripting's hard, but it just it it feels kind of weird for me, you know, because I was like I'm playing the Mandalorian and he has Luke's abilities, so but I don't
Playing the
I'm back
Mandalorian,
now.
but he has whose ability?
know, Luke's or I think I have two different Mandalorian mods. Like I can either play as Han Solo or the Luke. So
Was there anything else we wanted to talk about, or like just anything at all?
Andy, we can hear your game, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else? I
I'm
think
not sure.
we got another 10 more minutes to wrap it up. So, um,
Okay,
I
so I'm not sure.
uh, how about we all give one game that we recommend and give it like a short summary of it. Um,
Okay.
uh, I guess I'll go first because both Andy and AO are muted.
Yep. Let's go.
Uh,
Okay.
I I think a game you guys should try out is Hollow Knight. Probably heard of this game by now. It's 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 pretty popular.
Isn't it like a day
What?
What?
to isn't doesn't take like a full day to finish the speed run?
Hollow
Hmm.
Knight? No.
Okay.
You're thinking of. I don't know what you're thinking of, honestly. There's only a few games like Zelda that really take a full day to finish the speedrun. But Hollow Knight's not one of them. It's like
Oh
a
yeah,
3 hour.
because you kind of have to like look at a rupee for like a day or two.
Oh, that's quality gameplay.
Yeah, like because there's a little in the animation of him looking at the rupee when you pick it up. Like there's like a slight cutoff, so he backs up like 1 pixel or something like that.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna continue on my speech. Hollow Knight is a roguelike. Um, you play as a bug dude. And the entire premise is that once you die, you lose about half your soul bar, which you use to heal and to cast magic. So you go through the game trying not to die. Also, if you die, you also lose all your currency too. That's another thing. And the only way to get it back is by killing your shadow, which is wherever you die at. So you're this little bug dude trying to solve what happened to Hollow Nest, the kingdom where you are, and you fight other bug dudes. You fight bosses. You upgrade your abilities, upgrade your nail or your sword, so to speak. You get magic. Um, the art's really cool. The music is really great. The bosses are hard. It's a hard game. And if you want, you can play on Steel Soul mode, where you only get one life. So if you die in, in a really hard game, you die permanently. So
Okay.
if you want a good challenge, also its sequel is coming out soon. Silk Song, where you play as Hornet, another character in that game. So it's cheap, 15 bucks. You get all the DLC for free. Uh, yeah.
Okay.
Who's next?
Uh, something I want to talk about. Not it's not really serious since I couldn't think of anything else, but a classic everyone loves,
Minecraft?
Pac-Man.
No.
Okay, so you have several forms of Pac-Man. You have the original old boomer person disc that you put into the computer, and then you played it, right? Like video games, playing, gaming, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have it on the TI-84 graphing calculator. I think that's quality. It's enjoyable because while you're in school, you can just game no matter what. And then, of course, you have the Pac-Man Doodle. This game is extremely loud. So basically, the premise of it is just that you have to go around using whatever your controls are, so like arrow keys or like some like form of D-pad, and you have to go around. And you basically, when you walk or when you
What are
move
they doing?
forward, I should say, you collect the pellets. And there's these big pellets that let you that turn all the ghosts blue, and you can eat the ghosts. If you don't do that, if you don't approach them while you ate the big pellet within a certain amount of time, the ghosts kill you and you lose a life.
Welcome back, Ayo. He's talking about Pac-Man.
Yeah,
losing a life,
I'm very confused.
losing a life is bad because
Okay,
you
we're
only
gonna
have
skip. We're gonna
3.
skip epics. Uh,
And of course, if you lose all your lives, you lose. That's
we're
obvious.
not gonna talk about
So
Pac-Man.
once you beat a level, which I'm trying to do right now, you move on to the next level, and there's this fruit that you can eat. It gives you more points, and then each level there's like a new fruit to collect. So of course, when you eat the last pellet, it stops. The game flashes, and then you go to the next level. and the
which is
difficulty
literally
like slightly increases. You also, of course, like I said, you have another fruit to consume. It's really fun. It's a classic. All the mobile games spin-offs are like really cringe. I hate them. Like, do we really need another Pac-Man mobile game? Like, please, I'm
What
tired.
about
what?
Mrs. Pac-Man?
Okay.
Repeat
You
that?
know the Pac-Man 256 thing?
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
Yeah.
another Pac-Man mobile remake. I hate it. I don't hate it. I shouldn't
It's
say I hate it. I mean
it's
like I
just
just
not the
hate
same.
another. I shouldn't say I hate it. I should say I hate the idea of another remake. But like it's still an okay game. It's like, "Hey mom, do you want to play this game while I sneak on the Xbox?" Like
You speak from personal experience?
well, the ghosts are chasing me. Okay. So, if you also get a certain amount of points, you can gain a life back. Of course, the cap is 3.
Oh,
So, Pac-Man's a really fun game. It's an old game, but it's still enjoyable to this day. So that's what I think is so special about it. Because even to this day, when it was released, how many years ago? Uh, its 30th anniversary was some time ago. So it's an old game, right? But to this day, it is still enjoyable. Not like uh mainly multiplayer game where after a few years the fan base just dies out.
Yeah.
It's fun.
it's a
Pac-Man can be
classic.
enjoyed by anybody, no matter
That's
your
just
skill.
like the beauty of like the old games, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I would
Ocarina, they
recommend Minesweeper, but that's too much.
Ocarina
Too
Sometimes
much
it's
people
just
classicness.
annoying.
people still play Ocarina. It's like it's such an old game, but like people just keep on going back. You know, it's like 30 years old right now, right? When did it come out?
Hmm?
1919. It was in the 1990s, but
Isn't there a Pac-Man 2?
uh,
There's a Pac-Man
stop
2,
talking
right?
about
What? No,
Pac-Man.
no way.
I was talking about
Oh, that's
Ocarina
like
of
a
Time.
oh no, I'm thinking of
Oh, that's what you
Miss
meant by Ocarina.
Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, Miss
Miss
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man.
I remember that. Oh my god. I want to die.
It's also an arcade game. Okay, maybe I am old. I don't know.
Hey yo, do you want to go?
Do I want to go with?
So basically, we're going down the list, and each person is giving a one game recommendation. It's just giving a brief summary of it.
Oh, uh, let me think of. Oh, wait.
And
Celeste.
yeah.
So,
I-
uh,
Oh, that was
I know
nice.
you guys might already know this since it's very popular, but Celeste is a game I got recently, and it's a really fun, challenging, and puzzle 2D platformer, which I really enjoy. And it has a really in-depth story and kind of tackles like real life challenges that people may face, and it's kind of like a game that shows them that they can get through it and how to like handle these kinds of things, which I really enjoy about the story, even though I didn't see it the first time I played through it. And so basically, the main character is Madeline, and you play as her, and you're just trying to climb a mountain because she felt like it.
Yep.
And on your way to the mountain, you meet an old lady. Like, oh, she's like, oh, you're gonna climb the mountain? You're gonna die for sure. And then she's like, and whatever. And then before she even reaches the mountain, she almost dies and gets saved by a bird. And she just has this ability to dash, which is a key factor to what you're going to be using throughout the entire game. And each chapter has its own mechanic and environment that changes the way that you think and use pretty much everything. New chapter brings new mechanics, and those mechanics you have to think in creative ways and how to use your own abilities to get through it. And that's why I think it's really fun. It's a really cool game.
Yep.
Sounds really cool. How much is okay? I think we should also clarify like if there is a price, what is so Pac-Man is free, of course. Yeah.
Hollow Knight's 15. Celeste is 20. Andy, are you going?
You,
He's not here. Okay. Oh,
I
Okay.
am.
you going,
Yeah,
Rod? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I think I know what he's gonna say.
Are you sure?
If you say Roku, I'm banning you
No.
from the podcast.
Just
No, I'm not gonna say Roku. Wesley, don't
No,
worry.
no. I was gonna say Roku is a joke, but I decided to talk about Pac-Man for no
Oh.
reason. So.
Okay, so I kind of recommend GTA 5 online. It's a really good game
Oh,
to play with your
specifically the
friends.
online.
Yeah, I mean like both of them are good. But yeah, online I usually play a whole lot cuz it's really fun. And with that
Racing.
yeah, you can race people. There's like actual you can drug things consists of drugs.
Oh,
Yeah, there's drugs.
oh,
Yeah.
fun! Wow.
You get to there's many things. It's constantly getting updated. Like there's a new heist that they added, Cayo Puerco heist, which is you basically rob an island of its stuff. There's gold bars, there's paintings, there's weed, cocaine,
Very
marijuana.
cool. Let's go. What? This game was
Okay.
released
We
like
will
in
never make money off this
2013.
podcast.
Okay, adding on to Andy, I
Yeah,
feel
we're
like the
never making
best
money
part
off this.
about GTA Online is honestly like the maps and like fun stuff that people just think of and like I'm gonna make this, and then people play it and they
Yeah.
enjoy it, and I really like that.
Yeah, like I've seen like basically it's sort of like not parkour maps, but it's like sometimes like you'll it's like a sort of course. So
Yeah.
you'll be like in a
Obstacle
car or a
course.
vehicle and
Yeah, I
Bike.
was
you have to
thinking the
like
same
drive
thing.
through like really weird spots. It's fun watching them suffer.
Yeah.
Do any of you watch Gray Still Plays?
I do. That's exactly what I was referring to. Because it's like all the weird angles, like the way they think of those maps, it's just cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and like the wall riding ones,
Yeah,
those are actually
those are
really
fun.
cool.
It's a nice concept.
Okay, boys, we're running out
Anything
of
that has to do
gameplay,
with like.
so let's wrap it up.
Okay, so
We only got 5 more minutes.
okay. One last thing. One last thing. What's something you could talk about?
Video
Snow.
games are swag. Play video
We're
games.
supposed to be
No,
doing
no.
the
Let's talk
outro.
about
We,
snow.
we don't want to keep on talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
stuff. Okay, boys, thanks for watching the podcast. It's been me, Sleepy Was.
Me, Io.
Me, Epics.
And me and Dave.
Thanks for watching the podcast, and we'll see you next Friday.